Hey, this is Mr. Gibson. I'm going to show you guys how you can convert angle measures of degrees, measured in degrees, to radians and then vice versa. So degrees to radians and then radians to degrees. So we've got a couple nice formulas here. One where you take the degree measure of an angle and multiply it by pi over 180, okay? And that will give you the radian measure of that angle. The reciprocal is what you use of this formula to go from radians to degrees. So if I have an angle measure in radians, I'm going to multiply it by 180 and divide out that pi, okay? So let me show you a few examples of how this works. Alright, so a couple examples here where I'm going to go from degrees to radians. So I have negative 20 degrees, so I'm going to plug this into that formula that we had. So I'm going to have negative 20 degrees times 180 pi over 180. Alright, so first thing is I'm not going to multiply this by pi in my calculator. I'm just going to tack the pi in at the end, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So first, these degrees cancel, and I'm just going to reduce. I'm just going to have negative 20 over pi over 180. So I have a fraction of negative 20 over 180, and I can do that by hand or in my head, but I can also put it in my calculator like this. So I can put negative 20 over 180 to get it reduced to negative 1/9. So this will equal negative 1/9 times pi, which is negative pi over 9. Okay, so that's the radian measure of negative 20 degrees. Okay, so let me do the same thing here with 144. So I'll put 144 degrees times pi over 180. All right, skip a couple steps here. I'm just going to put 144 over 180 and reduce. Again, I'm just going to use my calculator. And I get 4/5, so this is 4, I'm going to tack on that pi, so 4 pi over 5. Okay, so that's my radian measure of 144 degrees, okay? So again, you don't multiply by pi in your calculator, you're just going to tack on the pi at the end. Alright, so converting from radians to degrees, I'm just going to use the reciprocal of the original formula, and I'm going to have 7 pi over 6 times 180 over pi, 180 degrees, just to have the degree measure there. Now here's the nice thing, look, pi over pi, so those are going to cancel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 7/6 and multiply it by 180, 180 degrees, because it's going to be in degrees. So let me do 7/6 times 180, and I get 210 degrees. Alright, so again, let me do the same thing here using the same formula. I'm going to have 5 pi over 4 times 180 degrees over pi. Cancel the pi's, multiply 5/4 times 180. So 5/4 times 180. And you get 225 degrees. So now you guys can convert from degrees to radians using this formula right here, and then back from radians to degrees, again using this second formula right here, which is the reciprocal of the first. All right.